Dear students, today we will learn the second lesson. Chapter name is Interior of the Earth. I hope everybody has completed the exercises of the previous lesson and learned too. In this lesson, we will learn the main topics: interior of the earth, structure of the earth. That means, what is the earth made up of? The earth made up of crust, mantle and core. Then we will learn material of the earth crust. Then after we will learn the types of rocks. The types of rocks are sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks and igneous rocks. The last topic we will learn uses of the rocks.
Our Earth is a unique planet. It came into existence about 5 billion years ago. Initially, it was very hot and molten. Slowly, it cooled down. The denser elements like nickel and iron were collected in the interior, and the lighter ones like aluminium and silicon gathered around the exterior. It is impossible to reach the center of the earth because the temperature inside increases with the depth. Whatever we have come to know about the earth's structure and interior, it is from the density of materials present in the earth and the behavior of the earthquake waves. From the density of the materials, we get to know that the earth is not composed of uniform materials. The earth is constantly under the influence of two types of forces, the external and internal forces. The wind, water, glacier or moving ice are the external forces which work on the surface of the earth. They are mainly responsible for the features that we get to see on the surface of the earth. The weathering of rocks takes place because of the external forces. When the big rocks are broken into smaller rocks, and over a period of time these rocks gradually turn into pebbles, sand and soil. This process is also known as erosion. The internal forces like tectonic forces are generated from inside of the earth. These forces cause upliftment on the surface of the earth, and then the external forces working on the surface of the earth act on them to create a level surface. Our next topic is structure of the earth. As an onion is made of various layers, the earth is made up of three concentric layers with one inside the other. These layers are crust, mantle and core. The first one, crust. The crust forms the topmost solid layer of the earth. The crust is very thin. The upper part of the crust is called continental crust, where it is about 35 km thick. The lower part of the crust is called oceanic crust, on the ocean floors, where it is about 5 km thick. The continental crust is made of silica and aluminium, hence it is called Sial. The oceanic crust is made up of silica and magnesium and therefore called Sima. The average density of the crust is about 3 gram per cubic centimeter. There is a lot of difference in the height of the highest point and the lowest point on the Earth's crust. Mount Everest, which is the highest point on the Earth, is 8,848 meter high, whereas the Mariana Trench, which is the lowest point in the Pacific Ocean, is 11,034 meter below sea level. Our next topic is mantle. The middle layer of the earth is called mantle. It lies just beneath the crust. It extends up to a depth of 2,900 km below the crust. It is made up of dense and heavy materials like iron, silicon, and magnesium. The average density ranges between 3.5 gram to 5.5 gram per cubic centimeter. The temperature in the mantle is very high. Molten rocks called magma are also present in this layer. The next one is core. This is the innermost layer of the earth. It lies below mantle and in the center of the earth. It is divided into two parts, the inner core and the outer core. Both the parts of the core are composed of nickel and iron. Therefore, the core is also called knife. The inner core is under tremendous pressure. That's why it remains solid. The outer core is molten. Materials of the Earth's crust. The Earth's crust or lithosphere is made up of rocks and minerals. Rocks are the solid particles of the Earth's crust. They may be as hard as granite or marble, or they may be as soft and loose as sand, clay, chalk, or salt. Minerals are chemical substances found in nature. They may be made up of a single element or of a compound of more than one element in specific proportion. In both the forms, they have a definite chemical composition. A rock in which a particular mineral is found and which can give us metals like iron, copper, and gold is called ore. Let us learn about types of rocks.
Types of rocks. A natural resource is something that is found in nature and can be used by all living organisms on Earth. For example, water, air, plants, animals, etc. Rocks are also an example of a natural resource. Let us learn about rocks in detail. The Earth is formed in layers. The topmost layer is called the crust. The crust is made of rocks. Rocks can be very big. They can be very tiny. They can be made of different colors and have many different shapes. There are 3 types of rocks. Their names tell how they're formed. Under the ground, there is hot, molten rock. This is called magma. When magma cools, it becomes rock. Magma comes up to the surface from volcanoes. It forms rocks above the surface. Magma can also cool under the surface. It makes rocks under the ground. The rocks that are formed from magma are called igneous rocks. The Earth's crust is made mostly of igneous rocks. There are over 700 kinds. Sometimes pieces of rocks, minerals, and soil are moved by wind and water. They are carried to a different place. They are piled up together. They pile up under lakes and oceans. They get pressed together over time. The rocks that are formed in this way are called sedimentary rocks. That's because the parts that make them up are called sediments. Other rocks change from one kind to another. Metamorphic rocks change form. That's what their name means, to change. These rocks are often formed under mountains. The pressure or heat changes these rocks. Basalt can change into granulite. Limestone can change into marble. Have you ever seen something made of marble? Maybe a statue, a countertop, or a building? Rocks are used in many different ways in our world. Can you think of some ways in which we use rocks? A rock called graphite is used in pencils. We build houses with rocks. We make walls and fireplaces. We also use them for jewelry. We think of rocks as being very strong. That's why we use them in our buildings. But they do wear away over time. Wind and water wear them down. What happens when rocks break down? They become part of the soil.
Dear children, I think everybody has got the full content of the lesson clearly. This is a small lesson. So after watching the video, once again you read the lesson properly so that you will get the clear idea, your content properly. So children, till the next session, bye bye.